Hello, my loves. How are you doing today? I hope that you're good, that you, your family, and your loved ones are healthy, happy, and safe. So, I'm coming back to you today with another pick a card reading. And in this reading, we're going to look into what kind of relationships in general, and also when it comes to your love life, what kind of romantic relationships can you expect after a major change, a major shift when it comes to the way that you think, the way that you behave. And this kind of reading is really something that I wanted to do for quite a bit. And it's just to give you a glimpse or to give you an idea if you are contemplating, if you have went through, or if you are going through right now some kind of a major dark night of the soul, or a period of reassessment or reflection of the things that are around you, the things that you allow, anything really that have made you recognize certain patterns in your life, and you have decided, or you are right now thinking about maybe if it is better for you to actually take a step back and work on certain issues, or maybe work on certain dynamics that are very apparent to you, and see with this reading, let's look into what are the repercussions or the effect that this change is going to have on your social life in general. So again, I just would like to emphasize that this reading is not going to be just about love life, although it's going to be in the second part, and we're going to look into that. And this is in general. So the first part is going to be about your, as an example, future friends, future co-workers, even the change when it comes to the dynamics in your family, or people that you know, people that you have always been with. So we're gonna just lay the cards and see what kind of messages we're gonna get. So we have three options in front of us. The first one is, all of them are guidebooks. The first one is that of the Elemental Oracle. The second one is the Oracle of the Fairies. And then the third one is the Oracle of the Sacred Destiny. So you can choose one option or more, the ones that are going to be calling your attention the most. And also you can choose at the beginning of the reading with the close-up of those three options, really whichever would make you comfortable. And of course, right now or at the beginning of the reading, you can pause the video and meditate on those guidebooks or on the options and see which ones you're going to be willing to actually click into when it comes to the timestamps down below. As for me, I'm gonna start right away with the first option. Hello, my dear, option number one. So if you have chosen the first option, or the guidebook of the Elemental Oracle, welcome guys to your reading. And I just would like to emphasize on the information that I have already given at the beginning of the reading in case you haven't heard it. And just to explain a little bit that right now we're gonna look into what kind of change or what kind of things to expect when it comes to your relationships in general, but more specifically when it comes to your love life after some sort of a transformation when it comes to the way that you think, your beliefs, or any kind of spiritual or even mental transformation. And like for some of you that identify with going through or contemplating, if you would want to go through a dark night of the soul, this is what kind of social environment you can expect after a major shift or quite a big jump when it comes to this transformation. So first of all, what I have heard, like in a way, it's almost like your voice is not representing who you truly are. And this transformation definitely is going to allow you to speak up. It's going to allow you to say the things that you truly believe in and not what is actually acceptable, or something as an example that is not really well perceived, although you know that it is true, you know that it's fact, you know that it's coming from a place of a transparency, in a place of truth. Sometimes we are reluctant into speaking up, into saying our truth, because we know that certain things, although they're true, they're not very well perceived and accepted. And this transformation, this is generally speaking what is going to allow you to access, or about when it comes to yourself, and also when it comes to the environment, that is going to allow you also to like speak up and to say the words that you truly mean. And let's get one page. Let's open up the guidebook and see what can we see. Pressure. transformation. You can view pressure as being negative, or you can see it as being a sharper director or positive influence. Find a happy medium where you can benefit or not. You can benefit and not be disadvantaged. Okay, so I'm hearing with this pressure, there is also a change in terms of your environment that is going to be allowing you also to make this particular change or to facilitate this transformation. I'm not seeing with this kind of group that it's something that you're going to be having a lot of trouble into expressing, but it's more so like this big leap of faith is going to be around maybe a change in your physical like where you are physically, or maybe going abroad, or allowing yourself to connect with people that are more accepting. And also I've heard at the beginning that sometimes when you speak, you feel like you are not heard. It's almost like people around you, they can only see, as an example, your lips moving, but they cannot actually register the information or maybe the messages that you are trying to convey to them. And this is what kind of thing that you're going to be able to experience in the future after this particular change. And again, just for some of you that you have already been or maybe you have already implemented this change, I'm hearing that you're gonna already start experiencing it. If not, that you already know this information, and this is just a confirmation that exactly this transformation has allowed you actually to access this new environment that is gonna facilitate you being more authentic. But I'm hearing also for this group, this change or maybe this transformation is going to be very rapid, as in as soon as you're going to be changing this environment, or maybe changing I'm hearing again a physical environment, and for many of you it could be like traveling abroad or reallocating somewhere that is quite far. It's gonna be easier for you actually to allow yourself to speak and also feel very deeply that you are being heard. So what kind of changes are you gonna experience when it comes to your social life in general? It could be when it comes to friends, family. I'm hearing welcoming. You're going to feel welcomed. Your ideas are going to be welcomed and also validated. It's almost like there is some part of you. It could be when it comes to it being too contrasted in relation to your community or your belief system that is prevalent in your community. But I'm hearing that the people that you're going to connect with, or those people that you're going to actually meet, they're not going to look at people as beyond just what they have been instructed to be, but they're gonna see humanity in its complexity and its diversity also. And I'm hearing that there's going to be a lot of welcoming energies and welcoming people when it comes to everyone's differences. But what I see also that is that this social circle that you're going to be in, it's gonna be very diverse. So it could be that even in the way that they dress, in the way that they express themselves, I'm hearing that you're gonna meet people that are quite artistic, also in their lifestyle, in the way that they accessorize, quite eccentric people, and that they're going to be really giving you this also spark of inspiration, and also the spark of life in general. So even if you have been, you have had a little bit of trouble accepting certain things that go beyond the circle where you're supposed to be, I'm hearing it's going to be very easy for you to actually allow yourself just to be who you are, because you know and you see with your own eyes that all, like everyone around you, they are very much relaxed when it comes to how they express themselves in general. And also I'm hearing if there is anything that goes beyond outside of the box in the way that you think, I'm hearing that you're gonna experience almost the opposite, as in it's gonna be perceived as something exciting, as something illuminating, as something that people are going to be, at the contrary, very curious about, and they would want to know even more about it. So let's get 2 more cards. The Chariot. One more. Yeah. So those two cards, they're just emphasizing the fact that you're going to be like literally changing the place where you are at this particular moment, or if you have been contemplating a change or maybe a reallocation or going abroad, it is really something encouraged, something that is going to be really it's very peculiar that something that is going to be pushing you far away, it's gonna at the contrary permit you to go back to yourself. And with this Six of Swords, I'm hearing people that are vibing with you, especially when it comes to how you think. You are very extremely smart person. You are very intelligent, and you're gonna be recognized as such. And you're gonna also meet some people that are very smart, very intelligent, and also very sophisticated in the way that they see people. And as this is what I felt like with this Chariot, as in, if they see someone that is an addict, someone that is, and even yourself, I'm hearing that it goes beyond being compassionate or empathic when it comes to other people, but also I'm hearing that those people, they know that someone that comes from struggle, someone that comes from a very harsh background or childhood, they're very likely going to be maybe facing certain problems or certain difficulties, especially with when it comes to substance abuse or when it comes to some kind of dysfunction, like especially socially, and like this complexity in the way that people are going to be perceived in this place that you're going to be traveling to. It's gonna be, as I have told you, like this is a very strong message. Allow you also to see the complexity in who you are and not to refuse certain parts that are at the contrary. There are the exact parts that make you unique, but also in a very valuable way. So those thoughts maybe that have been rejected or that have been seen as maybe too like outside of the norm or outside of the orthodox place that you have been in or that you grew in, those ideas, like this why I felt like a very drastic or maybe like a deep shift or a rapid shift, as in you have been in a place that was quite conservative when it comes to certain ideas, and then you went to another place in those this box that was very tightly secured. It wasn't there anymore. So that's why I felt like there was a big change or shift when it comes to this particular point. So let's see if there is anything else. The Hierophant. I'm hearing re-establishing your own values, the values that would make you who you are and not just something that you have been fed. So instead of being a follower, I'm hearing that you're gonna make something that you can call your own, a belief that you truly and deeply believe in, and not just something that you feel like you need to follow because you don't have any kind of other choice or other possibility. So one more card. Yeah. Movement, Eight of Wands, a departure from old beliefs, but also a structure of a very strong base for yourself, a place where you feel nurtured, where you feel safe, where you feel very comfortable, and really coming back home. Like even like sometimes when we think about home, we think about the place where we have been born in, the place that we grew in, but it doesn't have to be the case for everybody, and I see it very strongly when it comes to you. I'm hearing that your home might be somewhere else and you're gonna feel very comfortable. You're gonna feel like how like this feeling of belonging, but also from a very empowered place. So let's look into your love life right now. What can you expect when it comes to your love life? Just put those here. So let's look into your love life when it comes to this particular change. What can you expect when it comes to your love life? Eight of Cups. The World. Yeah, so it's very clear that also your lover, I've heard very strongly, like your lover there in this particular place. So with this Nine of Cups, also like this wish fulfillment, your wish is, it's definitely going to be granted. Like if you have been thinking, if you have been feeling like in your heart, I would love to travel to this particular place, I would love to work, or maybe to start like a new life somewhere else. It comes from almost something that is calling you to go to this place, something that is good for you, something that you're going to really deeply benefit from. So this person is a foreigner when it comes to you, when it comes to your culture and community, someone that like even physically, they really look very different from you. Yeah, and you're gonna start off as being friends, start off as being two people that share maybe a common interest, or maybe two people that have a lot of fun together. And I'm hearing that with those three cards, it's almost like a journey that when you're gonna meet, it's only gonna continue, but in a much lighthearted and beautiful way. So if you have been thinking at a certain point in time that I would want to make some kind of important change, I'm hearing that if you are thinking at this particular moment that the road is going to be hard, like the journey is going to be too much for you, I'm hearing that you're going to meet certain people that are going to be joining you throughout the way, and it's not going to be as difficult or as draining and hard as you might imagine it in your mind. So definitely for you, my dear option number one, I'm hearing like there is a there is a leap of faith, a very important change when it comes to where you are, but afterwards things really are going to be very much facilitated for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So I'm hearing also that if you have had troubles believing in your intuition, or if it's very common in your community or in people that you have grew up with to be gaslighted, or maybe to be portrayed a truth or maybe a reality that is not truthful, or if lying, deceiving, or certain undesirable or even destructive behaviors were not that uncommon, they were quite common. I'm hearing that this place is going to permit you also to strengthen your intuition and to go back to this place where what you see is what you get, basically. So and you can actually very well answer this question for yourself at this particular moment. If in this old place it was very difficult for you to establish very early on if a person is good for you or not, I'm hearing that this particular thing is really going to be changing in this new place, and you're not going to be left guessing on people's intentions, or maybe people's thoughts when it comes to you, or when it comes to how they perceive your connection. I'm hearing that definitely people coming together and people feeling that they bring a lot to each other's life in many different ways. So let's look into this person right now and see if we can get some additional information about them. Let's just get another tarot deck. So who is this person? Let's just get those cards here. Who is this person? So we know that they are a foreigner. There's someone that you're going to befriend at first. You're going to be friends, or you're going to meet through some kind of friend group that you're going to join when you're going to be in this new place. But let's get some more cards about that. Three of Swords. So I just wanted to let you know that this person, they have been through a journey themselves. So we're gonna look into that, or we're gonna see if we're gonna get more indications about what this is all about. But they have been through some kind of a hardship and long journey before they're gonna meet you, or before they have met you, because I'm seeing for some of you, you have already met this person. So I'm hearing that this person, they might be a martyr. They might be someone that actually talks, or maybe is working to reestablish harmony within people's lives. So they could be, as an example, a social worker. They could be someone that is, generally speaking, like when they see that one of their friends or one of their close, like people that are very close to them, if they see that they're going through some kind of hardship, they're the kind of person that comes like fly into their life, and they are there, they're very supportive, and they do not let people down. Basically, this is one of their main qualities or personality characteristics. This person, when they see that someone that is in some sort of a trouble, they make sure that they are giving anything or that they can give to the other person. One more card. I'm hearing also that this person, they're very vocal. So if they're gonna see any kind of injustice, yeah, it really touched them very deeply. That's why they cannot actually not talk about it. And it's very peculiar that all this, like this particular change is gonna permit you as well to regain your voice or to speak up, because this person, they do they do speak up when it comes to injustice, when it comes to things that are not fair. It could be on a smaller scale, as in maybe if someone is wronged, they're the one that is who's going to be actually speaking up about it. But it could be also on a larger scale. They could be like a journalist, someone that is an advocate, someone that is working in some sort of an international organization, so that they can be at service of people that need them the most. And I'm hearing that this is something that comes from a deeply empathic heart, and they cannot just sit around and see the injustice or unfairness happening around them. It's really something that actually burdens them deeply, and they feel like they are exactly where they're supposed to be, or they're doing exactly the thing that they're supposed to do when they make the first step and they speak up for other people's rights. So the devil, I'm hearing capitalism and also greed. So yeah, they're all about equality. And also when it comes to, as an example, because I'm hearing so many examples for you, and of course, like many people are watching the readings, and this is just to get a glimpse or maybe an idea of what they are doing or what they are interested in the most. Is, as an example, if there are certain workers that are have been like their firm or organization have been taking advantage of them, there's the kind of people that are as an example, I'm hearing that they might have some sort of a following. It could be on Twitter or it could be on Instagram, anything of the sort. They utilize whatever the thing that they can utilize so that they can give a voice to the voiceless people, to the people that have a lot of trouble actually almost allowing the community or allowing the society in general to be aware of their issues or if of the unjust treatment that they have been getting. One more card. Yeah. So they believe that everyone should have enough to actually survive. So this is really what this person, they truly believe in, and this is almost their vocation in this lifetime. And yeah, like having a home, having a family, having enough to actually get the minimum, and having also enough so that you can have a decent life. It's something that should be offered and something that should be allowed for everyone in our community. And this is really what they are working towards, and this is almost like their life purpose in a way. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this person, just going back to them and to maybe some additional characteristics about them. First of all, this person, they don't have to work. I'm hearing that they have already maybe established some sort of a very stable life that has permitted them actually to choose to do certain things, even if they're not going to be allowing them maybe to gain a certain amount of money. They're very comfortable, but also they're very invested in this particular cause, and they have the capability and also the resources to actually be absorbed in this in those cases, or maybe in those causes that they would want to actually change or they want to invest in. And also I'm hearing that this person, they're very active in their community, but also they're active in general. So they could be someone that actually enjoys doing lots of activities or practicing certain physical activities. And also I'm hearing that this person at a certain point in time, maybe they have went through a very hard dark period in their life. Maybe they have abused certain substances themselves, and the fact that they have went out of this phase have given them also a lot of mental clarity, and like giving something to people. It could be even a nice word, or maybe smiling in the face of someone else, has permitted them also to be at peace with themselves. And especially if at a certain point in time they have suffered from some sort of betrayals in their friendships, or even when it comes to their previous lovers. And also if they are suffering a little bit, or if they have suffered in the past from anxiety or certain mental disturbances, I'm hearing that this new way of seeing and this decision that they have made actually to make this like very important shift in their life have permitted them to feel better even within themselves. So let's get one last card when it comes to your love life. So what can you expect when it comes to your love life? One last card. Wildness, ecstasy. So first of all, number 36 could be significant. So this person could be 36, or you could be, or generally speaking, 36 is all about cooperation, so that we can build a very successful life for ourselves and also for others, because number 3 is very inclusive, and it's all about community and all about including everybody, not just only something that is connected to just our own desires. So I'm hearing lots of laughter, lots of ecstasy, as you can see in here, and I'm hearing that you're gonna be aligned also when it comes to a specific work or a specific activity that you're gonna do, that you're gonna feel very happy and very excited while doing it. So again, it's going to be very different from each and every one of you, and I'm gonna actually think about also making a reading maybe in the future, or of what kind of like things you might expect also when it comes to your career, finances, and also when it comes to your professional life. But generally speaking, I'm hearing lots of excitement, motivation when it comes to the things that you do, people that you meet. And there is again this going back to life, going back to feeling like you are alive again. So this is what I see for you, my dear option number 1. I'm wishing you all the best, sending you lots of love and light, and I will connect with you next time. Bye. Hello, my dear option number 2. So if you have chosen the second option, or the Oracle of the Fairies guidebook, welcome guys to your reading. So first of all, I just would like to emphasize on what we're gonna do at this particular reading. If you haven't heard the first part, like when I have given a little bit of explanation, and I just wanted to let you know that in this particular reading, we're gonna look into what can you expect after a major change, dark night of the soul. If you have been contemplating maybe implementing like some kind of improvement, or maybe to reflect on certain patterns that are very visible to you right now, what can you expect if you were to go through this kind of self-improvement journey, or if you were to initiate it, if you haven't initiated it already. So what can you expect basically at the end of the tunnel? What are the things that are going to be changed, or especially when it comes to your social life, friends, family, relationships, but more specifically when it comes also to your love life. So first of all, when it comes to this particular option, I've heard hearing the word of spirit. So for some of you that you would want to go through specifically a spiritual journey, I'm hearing definitely that you're gonna be very divinely inspired, and also I'm hearing that you're gonna co-create lots of different things with your spirit guides and your spirit team. And also, most specifically, if I can give you just one word when it comes to maybe giving a title to this particular journey that you are going through, or that you are thinking about going through. This is a journey of self-empowerment, the journey of going out, or maybe letting go of certain limitations that people around you deeply believe in, and seeing that there is lots of things that you can build and create for yourself. So this is very deeply connected to your powers of manifestation, and also your powers of creation in general. It could be in a more creative way. Maybe at a certain point in time, you would want to pick a more creative path, or connect with people that are going to be inspiring, or situations that are going to be inspiring you to create I'm hearing artistic pieces, because this artwork really is calling my attention. So maybe at a certain point in time, you're gonna create beautiful creations, and not beautiful in a way that we perceive beautiful as beautiful or ugly, but inspiring and creations that are going to be inspiring other people to contemplate certain things. So let's get one. Yeah, manifestation. Look at that. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, as you can see in here, manifestation step 1. So again, if you are intuitive by nature, or if you are thinking that you would want to actually connect or reconnect with your spiritual team, or establish a very clear conduit of communication with your spiritual team, I'm hearing that definitely it is going to be the case for you. But let's look into right now your social life, like when it comes to your family, friends, people that you connect with. How is it going to be impacting your social life, like this particular change? How is it going to be impacting you and your social life? Page of Cups. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Oops. And the Empress in reverse. So I'm hearing this is what I have heard. Like, you remember when I have told you, like, beauty, but not in the way that we perceive beauty in our community, as in beautiful and ugly. This is exactly what this combination of cards actually represents. Like beauty in a pure way, beauty in a very almost like a child when they perceive something, when they are curious about something new, when they see like the value in the beauty in it. It's in a very different way from what we can actually perceive something as beautiful, something that is admirable as adults, as some people that have some sort of a baggage. So what kind of people are you going to be meeting or be with after this transformation? It's people really that have a very curious mind, because the Page of Cups is a very curious card to get, but also they see arts, or maybe they see creation, and I've heard abnormal in the way that you see it, or in the way that you have seen it in the past. So sometimes when we think about like beauty, or when we think about like dancing, or painting, or anything really that we think of directly or immediately when we think about arts, or creation, or excuse me, or creativity. I'm hearing that those people, they see creativity in a very different way. And also I'm hearing that you're gonna be almost some sort of a revolutionary, or some sort of you're gonna bring very innovative ideas to whatever the field that you're going to be interested into. And the Queen of Wands is a very creative card to get. But most importantly, is the card of I've heard witchy, but also the card of the manifester. Like the Queen of Wands is like, it's almost like she wants something and it's happens almost instantly. I'm hearing that you're gonna believe that you can only want something from a pure intention, and things really are going to be aligning to in your life so that you can get it and so that you can create it. So I'm hearing that the people that you're going to be actually in, or maybe that in a friendship, I'm hearing mostly friends. They're also going to be your partners. Your partners in some sort of a creative endeavor. You could create a new way. As an example, it really doesn't matter. You can think about anything really that you are passionate about or that you would want to get into. You're gonna create almost a new branch, or something that goes outside of whatever this thing is supposed to be or is supposed to look like. And it's almost something that is going to allow other people also to follow you and to almost join you in this particular field or this particular branch that you're going to create. And I've just heard a particular example. You know, like certain artists, when they actually create they utilize sand so that they can create maybe forms, or almost they look almost like paintings, but with they also only utilize sand. But it's not something that it was always there. It's something that is quite new, and I'm hearing that you as well, you're gonna create something where you're gonna utilize, as an example, new tools, new ways of doing things. But this like very creative, but in also in an innovative way, something that hasn't been there, and then you came with your crew, with your people, and you have changed the game or changed things up, and allowing people also to experience or to express themselves creatively in a very different way. So I've heard also, because the queen, the empress also is the, I don't know, like sometimes it gives me the indication of the teacher, or of the instructor, or someone really that is very given in a quite motherly way. I'm hearing, as an example, even if you decide to be a teacher, or if you decide to be in some sort of field that we don't automatically think about it as a field that requires a lot of creativity. I'm hearing the place that you're going to be working in, or the people with whom you're going to be working, are gonna give a lot of space to creativity, to creating new ways to teach your students, or maybe to give them new tools by which they can express themselves. So definitely there is a lot of creation and creativity that is connected to the people that you're gonna meet, the people that you're gonna be with after this particular change. But let's get two more cards. Oops. One card flew away. Let's see what it is. Celebration, Four of Wands. One more. Fear, Nine of Swords. So with those two cards, I'm hearing, because the Nine of Swords also is about dreams, and the Four of Wands, it's all about almost making it as a frame, or framing something that it wasn't really understood or understandable in general, and then when you express it in a different way, it becomes obvious to other people, and it's more so, it becomes something to admire. It's like almost like a piece of art. I'm also seeing that This journey it's going to be also very not only for you but also for people that you're gonna meet. It involves some sort of it's either self-therapy or therapy in general. So I have seen already that there's going to be some sort of an opportunity to work with children or to allow children to express themselves differently, or to not be so fearful to express themselves, even if it's not something that is well perceived in their family. So almost like an open space where people can express themselves freely. At the bottom of the deck, we have stability, and I'm hearing that it's either that you're going to be given the opportunity or that you're gonna create or build with those friends something that is, it could be a school, it could be some kind of an institution. If you are thinking about being a therapist and utilizing certain very creative tools so that you can help people, I'm hearing that it's something that is going to be deeply fulfilling for you, and you're going to meet wonderful people that are going to be joining you on the way. And it really depends on something that comes from a deep passion and deep motivation, something that really you would want to do for yourself. But at this particular moment, if you are feeling or thinking that you're going to do everything on your own, this is just an idea. This is just, maybe it's giving you a little bit of fear, or thinking that it's like too high of a mountain to climb. You're not going to be doing it alone. You're going to meet people that are going to be willing to help you and willing to also invest their time and their resources so that you can build this beautiful dream of yours together. So your social life is all about creation again, but let's look into your love life. So what can you expect when it comes to your love life? The Emperor. Six of Swords. Three of Wands. So this is a person with big dreams, a person that when they think that there is something that they would want to do, they pick themselves up and they do anything in their power so that they can make it happen. So this person is a dreamer, but not in like having their head on the clouds kind of way, but it's someone when they think about something, when they feel like it's something that is good for them or good for certain people, they stand up and they start planning and they start seeing how things are going to be allowing them actually to bring this dream into reality. And I'm hearing that you are coming really from a similar place, and you can see like with all those three cards there are people holding wands, and wands are all about again creation and making things happen. So all like the two of you are two people that are very co-creative and proactive. And I'm hearing that even if you're not going to be in the same field or doing the same thing, I'm hearing that you're going to be very well, almost having some sort of being renowned, or maybe being known for a certain thing, or maybe a specific thing that you have give birth to or that you have created. So when it comes to your future partner, there's someone that is very well established, but someone also that does not sit down because they have maybe reached the top. For them, any top, there is always a higher mountain to climb. It's almost like the opposite, and this is something that you're gonna discover. It's not about reaching the top. It's about looking at life almost like as giving you challenges. And when you feel and see your power, you see a challenge as an opportunity and not as something that you need to be fearful of or you need to overthink about. Like you see a challenge and you feel very deeply that this is exactly where I'm supposed to go, and you go for it. So this is a very empowering kind of partnership, and both of you are gonna come, even before meeting, you're gonna come from a very empowered place, but more so your partner, there's someone that is very strong. Another one, okay. Let's get two more cards. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So again, with those combination of cards, like I've heard, like good things do not just happen. Good things are you create the circumstances where good things actually happen. And this Ace of Wands, again, it's a very proactive card. It's not someone that just sits around. They make the exact moves that would permit them to make their dreams a reality. And this is someone that obviously they are very passionate. Also, when it comes to their relationship, most importantly, their intimate relationship, you're gonna feel extremely attracted and drawn towards each other. Also, physically, this is something that is very apparent. But also, you're gonna give yourself the opportunity or see the value in dreaming. So dreams are very important when it comes to you in general, but also when it comes to allowing each other actually to just dream about certain things that are not even conceivable or not realistic in a way, because you know that the first step of making like a huge thing happen is actually to just allow your mind to travel way, way, way far from any kind of obstacles or any kind of borders that have been traced in your mind or you have been instructed to trace. So reality, what is real and what is not for you, it's not going to be as important as much as I want this, and let's find ways actually to make it and to build it and to make it real. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords. So I'm hearing that this person is going to appear one way, but they're going to be very different from the way that they appear. So it could be that this person, they're going to give you maybe a first impression, or you're going to have a first idea on the way that they are. And I'm hearing very honestly that you're going to feel tempted, as an example, to not connect with them from like it's either that you're gonna overthink it or see that maybe you are not good for each other. Like it could be really anything. It could be that maybe they're far away from you, or maybe there are certain things that you feel like they are important in a relationship. It could be maybe a difference when it comes to your finances, when it comes to even certain things that you feel, oh my goodness, this person is too anything. It could be too attractive. It could be to anything that you can imagine, and that you feel like it's something that is going to be coming between the both of you in a way. It could be also to like having a lot of resources, or having a lot of drive, having a lot of energy, anything that you're gonna see and perceive this person as being. You might overthink it, and I'm hearing like especially you might think that maybe I should take a step back, but I'm hearing that that like you're gonna give it a little bit of time. So and it could be that you're gonna be called or allowed to connect with this person for longer. I'm hearing 3 months. You're gonna start changing maybe the way, or maybe start changing those perceptions that you're gonna have on them. And you're gonna start also seeing certain things that maybe you haven't or maybe the first impressions haven't allowed you actually to think about. So let's get two more cards. The Emperor again. Okay, this person, they might they might look intimidating, so I don't know what kind of first impression you're gonna have on them, but this person, they are very, very well established, but like surprisingly, they have something that is very pure about them, something that we don't associate with those type of people, or people that you have this first impression of. So the Hermit, one more card, one more. Yeah. So I'm hearing that This person, they're very curious, and they're not curious only about what is good about you, but also what is not so good about you. The things that you feel like they are ugly, that you need to repress, that they are even repulsive and disgusting. This person, they will not see you like that. So even if you're thinking about like certain things that are in your body, or the way that you are thinking, or the way anything really, it could be as simple as maybe stumbling on your words sometimes, and you feel so embarrassed and ashamed, like, oh, that was stupid, and what, but they're not gonna see it in the way that you perceive it, or in the like in the way that you're gonna almost inflate it in your mind. So if I can tell you anything at this particular moment, is that this journey also is going to be permitting you also to check your mental activity and your thoughts, into contrasting them with what is real and what is just something that you have been conditioned into thinking about yourself, or that you have been also, it could be directly have been told maybe by a parent or by certain people that you have met in the past, and to see what is real and what is not, and whatever the image that you have on yourself. Look at that. So a lot of passion again. This relationship is going to be so passionate. There is no denying it. Absolutely not. So both of you also, I'm hearing that you're going to be very passionate into doing certain things together. It could be not only sexual, okay? It could be as well like certain things that you would want to practice together, or that that you would want to learn together. But I'm hearing that there is something that is going to be yours and just yours. So as an example, you might start practicing, this is just the image that I have in my mind, like making pottery, and then you're gonna make a set together, or something that is very cute, physical. It could be a set of pots, or coffee cups, something that it is really going to be even more making you also, even I'm hearing like when you're gonna actually do those things, you're gonna start talking about having lots of different discussions that normally you are not very comfortable into having, and it's going to be almost very easy for you to open up to this person little by little. And I'm hearing also with this hermit, I'm hearing there are lots of different things that you see as maybe subjects that you shouldn't talk about. And I'm hearing that it's something also that is to a certain degree shared with your partner. But you're not going to see the other person's setbacks as something that is good or bad. You're going to see it as something that they have truly learned from, and went back and almost made this development when it comes to their life and when it comes to their circumstances. So let's get one more card. Where is this deck? Where is it? Okay, here is it. One last card when it comes to your love life, please. What can you expect when it comes to your love life? Journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be a prompt or planned. Either way, make sure you are ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. So I'm hearing that, again, there is this fairy and there is this rabbit next to it, next to her. And I'm hearing that if you are thinking that you're going to be doing things by yourself, I'm hearing that there's going to be lots of companionship in the future. And also I'm hearing that like your partnership with your future partner, it's like certain things are almost going to be facilitated to you, and it's something that is reciprocal. So if you have been thinking about certain things that are quite grandiose and big creations, don't think about how you can achieve them or how you can do them. Just imagine and envision what you can actually bring to this world from a pure heart, because I'm hearing that you have a very beautiful and pure heart. Give your heart like some space to dream and to desire whatever it would want to bring in this life. And you're gonna meet the people, you're gonna be inspired also to make the right moves so that you can facilitate this dream into being a reality. So this is what I have for you, my dear option number 2. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will connect with you next time. Bye. Hello, my dear option number 3. So if you have chosen the third option or the guidebook of the Sacred Destiny Oracle, welcome guys to your reading. So first of all, I have heard certain messages for you that I would want to convey to you before starting with the cards. And the first message is almost like something that goes bigger and bigger and bigger, and there is no end into it actually being inflated or being even bigger. And the with this imagery, I have seen almost someone that is at the bottom of the. Let me just show you. Like someone that is here and they would want to contemplate, as an example, the stars. And for this person, they cannot contemplate the stars unless they are on the top of the mountain. And as we all know, like we are far, far away, like millions of miles away from stars, and contemplating the stars from here or here is the exact same thing because the distance is that far away. So you would want to experience something and you feel like I cannot experience this particular thing unless I'm going to be actually making this much effort or doing all kind of things so that I can make it happen. But when it comes to your journey, this particular journey that you are contemplating getting into, or that you have already actually started, or that you have already started walking in, I'm hearing that you're gonna see and feel like life, you can actually get certain things without feeling like you are moving mountains or you are climbing mountains. So this feeling of ease, this feeling almost of easy does it, as in you might actually start doing things and getting lots of beautiful results and not even feeling like you have worked like for a million hours just for you to gain this. It could be recognition, it could be a beautiful friendship, it could be even a relationship. And when it comes to the first message that I have heard for you, when it comes to something that goes bigger and bigger, I'm hearing, I'm gonna be very honest with you, my dears, like for some of you that are like hesitating into maybe recognizing certain patterns that are not very good for you, I'm hearing that the universe is going to have a hand in this particular journey and initiate it by itself. If you're not going to be, or if you are, as an example, resisting starting it or resisting recognizing that maybe working for a relationship to making a lot of effort so that a relationship can advance, or maybe a relationship can work. It could be with a friend. I'm hearing for some of you even a mother, so you feel like you are giving and giving and giving, and the other person can only ask for more or ask for bigger things, or things can, and there is no end into it. So I'm hearing that you're going to allow yourself, or the universe is going to permit you by this particular change or this particular push into something new, something that is going to teach you in a way or give you a certain a glimpse of what is life, what life feels like, where when you're not supposed to contain anything that is negative, or absolutely exhaust yourself just to get something positive. And just to emphasize on the first information that I have given on the first part of this video, is that in this reading, we're going to look into what can you expect when it comes to your relationships. It could be friendships, family, anything of the sort. After this particular transformation, it could be a spiritual transformation or even mental, if you are thinking about maybe working on certain things by yourself, or maybe by the help or maybe of a therapist, like any kind of a major shift in your life. What can you expect when it comes to the effect it's going to have on your social life, The first part is all about your platonic relationships, but also we're going to look into your love life and how it's going to be impacted. So let's look into your social life right now, your relationships. How are they going to be afterwards? The Nine of Cups, the Lovers, wow, and the Three of Swords. So yeah, so I have heard like with the Lovers, choices. And again, the Two of Swords is all about choices. So what I feel very strongly when it comes to how things are going to change afterwards is that you're not going to hesitate when it comes to the choices that are good for you and not necessarily good for someone else. So if you have had certain troubles, maybe feeling guilty or maybe feeling like I should sacrifice myself for someone and it's not a fair circumstances or it's not a fair deal to you, you feel like you are doing more for other people than you allow yourself to do for like your body, your mind, your life, your career, anything really that is giving you a sense of achievement and a sense also of identity, that I am who I am and I can sit in here and enjoy the things that I have built. I'm hearing that this is exactly this change is gonna most importantly permit you to trust in the choices that you make for yourself. And also with this Three of Swords, I'm hearing that if maybe certain people right now that are almost putting certain of their problems on your shoulder, I'm hearing that you're going to really change the way that you perceive problems of people that are close to you in general. They are like, as an example, their mother's problems, their sister's problems, anyone really that is very close to you. You're gonna know and see and feel very deeply that they are not your problems, but you can help. And you have the choice actually to help in the way that you can. And if you can't, you're gonna be very clear and very decisive into rebuilding this sense of structure and sense also of allowing yourself to connect with people that are not going to be automatically putting certain of their burdens on your shoulders. So now let's go back to what kind of relationships actually you're gonna be connecting, or maybe you're gonna be allowing in your life in the future. They are very permitting. So when it comes to, as an example, a certain time when you're gonna feel like you want to be alone, or you want to go, as an example, or a trip just by yourself, like those people, they don't feel triggered, or they don't feel left out, or they don't feel like this is my friend and I need to possess them. I need to actually keep them close. And if they go with someone else, I'm gonna feel that they are betraying me. The people that you're gonna be with are very self-assured and not possessive. So this is not possessive, and they are very keen into not putting their troubles and their burdens into another person, into including them in any kind of mess that they're in. So again, this journey, like first and foremost, like it's a journey of clarity, and also that this clarity in itself is going to permit you to reassess your boundaries when it comes to other people that are like mostly emotionally, I'm hearing, draining you immensely, or that have drained you in the past. So if certain people have told you, as an example, if you were too exhausted, and or maybe if you couldn't maybe hear them complain anymore, they have criticized you as being selfish or as being someone that only thought about themselves. This is the kind of relationships that you are departing from, or that you are establishing very strong boundaries with. So especially when it comes to family. So let's get two more cards. Wealth, Ace of Pentacles, and fear. So I'm hearing like with this, yeah, and just like as a trigger warning, this is something that it's not very easy actually to see for yourself. But I'm hearing that most importantly, you're gonna actually step away from it. Is certain people that are triggered by your achievements, or that when you talk to someone, or maybe to someone that you have known or that you still know at this particular moment, about some sort of a celebration, something that is to be celebrated, they automatically think about themselves as they don't have the thing that you have achieved, or they feel they are, in a way, they get to this mode of being absorbed in their own lack and not really have this space to actually celebrate the thing that you have achieved. So this, like this relationship, it could be anybody, but I'm hearing that for many of you, it's really like a very a relationship that you have been in for a very long time, and it's possibly connected to your family, as in since childhood. It's a relationship that you have been in basically all your life. So this kind of dynamics or relationship has also built some sort of, yeah, fear of achievement, or feeling like if you achieve something, it's going to be perceived as bad or perceived as something to be bashed or criticized. But I'm hearing with this Three of Discs, I'm hearing that you're gonna meet people that are very ambitious, and they see ambition as part of who we are, and a part of almost like an engine that makes us better, and that allows us to develop as human beings, but also as individuals in our society. So self-empowered people, people that they're not going to see your achievement as something to be fearful from, or something that it would make them sad, or it would make them reminiscent on all the things that they haven't achieved, but more so, it's like they are already in this state of being. They're already empowered. They have already built a lot of things for themselves, and they're not going to be actually triggered by anything, or that you're going to be achieving, or that you have achieved, or that you are even thinking about achieving in the future. So I wanted to get two more cards actually. What kind of people you're going to meet? Let's get this one here. What kind of friends, co-workers, people that you're going to be with in the future? The Emperor. Like meeting your tribe. And also, well, when we think about wolves, they live in a certain community, like the community of wolves, like they have their own tribe. And I'm hearing that you're gonna meet people that are thinking about themselves and thinking about the future in a very similar way, but also in some kind of this, having the spirit of being a warrior, being a go-getter. And you're not gonna feel like you need to restrain this drive, this power that you have within you, just because it doesn't feel that good for someone that is very close to you. One more. Independence, Queen of Swords, yeah. So I'm hearing like this, those friendships, I'm hearing most importantly, like those are friends. They're going to be not only not criticizing the fact that you are who you are, your own individual, but celebrating your independence, seeing it as something that you feel proud of, that they see you as a very empowered person because you are that independent, especially emotionally, but also when it comes to what you have achieved in your life. But independence in this new social circle that you're gonna find yourself in, it's a very celebrated, very positive personality trait, that you're not gonna feel like you are selfish just because you want some time out for yourself, or you want to travel without a particular person or a particular friend, or if you would want want to celebrate one day that you have gotten maybe a promotion or gotten something wonderful in your life, you're not gonna hesitate. You're gonna just almost feel very happy that you're gonna be sharing it with those people. So now let's go back to your love life and let's see what kind of person can you expect after this particular journey that you are going through or contemplating getting into. Three of Wands, Seven of Cups. I'm hearing those are not the cards. Okay. Knight of Cups. King of Swords. So this person could be a Gemini. And the Three of Cups. So I'm hearing that this person, they don't shy away from expressing themselves, especially when it comes to the good thing that they see in you. Or as an example, if you're going to be having, I don't know, I've heard that like a good hair day. They're gonna say that like this person, they don't have a filter, especially when it comes to the beautiful things that they would want to actually communicate to you. This is a very good communicator, especially when it comes to how you look, what you do. And also I'm hearing that this person, they have this tradition, I don't know, tradition of celebration. So if it's not something that is very common when it comes to your own circumstances and environment, as an example, you're gonna tell this like your future partner, oh my goodness, like I have, even if it's something that is not for you, it's not really a big deal. I thought about doing this and that, and I got this, and maybe it's a little bit of you feel happy that certain things have happened. So this person, they're gonna tell you, oh my goodness, let's celebrate. And then you're gonna do certain things to actually memorize those things that you feel happy about. So this person, they celebrate your happiness. And they're gonna see, they might meet this person that I have been talking about. It could be a parent, or they're gonna know certain things about your past, or maybe your past environment in general. And they are very different, or they're gonna allow you to see a very different side from whatever the space that you have been in so far. So again, this person, I'm hearing also they're very romantic, but it could be also in a very creative way with this King of Swords. So if there is anything, as an example, that they would want to gift you or that they would want to tell you, they're gonna think about it quite a bit before actually giving you maybe a birthday gift or something of the sort. So if you actually identify with the fact that maybe people were very got you wrong when it comes to what you would want to have in your birthday, this person, they're gonna give you exactly the thing that is going to be making you happy. So if, as an example, when you were growing up, or even like in most of your birthdays, if you have celebrated your birthdays, like people would give you certain things that have nothing to do with your interests or your desires. I'm not saying that you are not happy at all of getting those gifts, but this person, they almost like investigate what are the things that make you happy, what are the things that you would want actually to get, and they think before actually giving you a beautiful gift. And you would know, like, when getting this gift, that this person, they have thought about it. They have not only went to the store and bought like the most expensive thing that they can see or that they can get, like something that is very common, like when it comes to how we think about gifts, but like a gift that you know that there has been a lot of thought behind it, or before this person actually went out to get it. So with those two cards, I'm hearing that you might travel with this person, or that you might enjoy doing certain things that are new to both you and your person. So it could be going to new restaurants, or like trying new cuisines, trying new styles, trying even new hair colors. You're gonna feel very comfortable trying certain things that you would want to try, even if it's coming from a very impulsive place. As an example, you just would want to buy this dress that you have never imagined actually wearing, or a hat, or like a pair of sneakers that are very different from your daily or maybe your general style. But you're not gonna second guess yourself, or you're not gonna say, oh, maybe what is the other person is gonna say. Or I'm hearing lots of encouragement, and also a lot of acceptance. So this relationship really is good for you, not only when it comes to the love that you're gonna share, but also to concretize, or maybe to solidify this shift that you have made before meeting them. It's gonna almost be strengthened even more. Oops. Two of Cups. A lot of love, and a lot of expressed emotions and expressed affection. This is what I have heard when it comes to the both of you. I'm hearing that if emotions were for you a little bit too difficult to express, or if emotions were for the weak, this is what I have heard. Like if you have been instructed or educated into thinking about emotions as a bad or good, or certain like there are things sometimes to be repressed, and they are signifying that we are weak, or that we are people that like we need to repress them in any kind of way. I'm hearing that it's going to be very much easier for you to cry when you feel like crying, laugh when you feel like laughing. There is no filter between the both of you. This is very clear. And also I'm hearing that it's something that also your person, they're gonna feel very happy into experiencing. Maybe it could be related to your genders, it could be related to anything that you have been almost instructed into doing or believing. As in, there are certain people that it's not a good thing for them to cry or to express themselves in some sort of way. But for the both of you, you're gonna really let go of those almost rigid instructions of how you're supposed to be, and you're gonna just be and enjoy yourself, not only one part of you, but like the whole parts of who you are, not only just one part that is encouraged, and you're gonna let go maybe of the other part that was repressed. So two more cards, please. So who is this person? Let's get two cards. Six of Cups. So this is your soulmate. This is very clear, especially with the Two of Cups. You're gonna vibe with each other very deeply, and also I'm hearing that there is an immediate recognition for the both of you. So I'm hearing that this person, they're gonna come to you with their cup of love, as you can see in here. And even if it's not something that you normally do, you're gonna immediately accept their offer. I'm just letting you know, because we have here the Knight of Cups, and we have here in the Six of Cups this child is given to this little boy, is given to this little girl their cup of love as well. So I'm hearing that there is an immediate recognition that for the both of you, like both sides, that there is something that is gonna happen between the both of you, and it's something beautiful. One more, oops. Yeah. If one of you, it could be you, yeah, you or your person, you might have a fear of commitment, of relationships, of solidifying any kind of connection, especially if it goes beyond the surface, if it's something very deep, as in a romantic and committed relationship. If you or your person, they suffer from, they are a little bit worrisome of what is going to happen or how things are going to be unfolding, especially in the past, I'm hearing that this relationship is not about imprisonment, it's about allowance. Allowing you and your partner to be who you are and to come together in a beautiful union of two people that just would want to help each other, be there for each other, and just love the other person as much as the other person is going to be loving them back. So let's get one last card. Is there anything else that you might need to know when it comes to this love relationship that you're going to be in afterwards? So let's see. I'm hearing that you might have an idea about who this person is, or you might have had certain dreams or almost like premonition on who this person might be. So you might have dreamed about maybe a tattoo that they have, or vice versa. I'm hearing that they might have an idea on who you are. That's why there's going to be this immediate recognition when both of you're gonna meet. So I'm hearing for many, maybe you haven't met physically, maybe you are talking on the internet, or you have met on the internet, but I'm hearing that there is something that you have been dreaming about, or maybe certain almost hints on who this person is. Security. Your safe haven. This is exactly what you're going to build together. A place where you feel comfortable, a place where you feel protected, especially if it's something that you have been lacking. And for some of you, if this lack of security and protection have almost built some sort of an inner anger that you are suffering from, or that you have suffered from in the past. I'm hearing that this relationship, especially when it comes to being angry for not being protected or feeling let down by someone that is very close to you, I'm hearing that this relationship in itself is really going to be healing this anger that you are suffering from, or that you feel sometimes like crippling inside, especially in your guts and in your chest. So this is what I see for you, my dear option number 3. I'm wishing you all the best, sending you lots of love and light, and I will connect with you next time. Bye.